Hang on a second. Now remember, kids, preventing forest fires begins with you! Shut up, Burney. I do like how there's a forest fire right next to the sign and how it's half burned. That's a pretty nice touch. Still, this holier-than-thou attitude is it's a little uncalled for. So naturally, just gotta put a bullet right between the eyes.
So, how'd you end up on this frequency?
Just lucky, I guess. It was pretty chaotic up at the lake.
You're not gonna tell her?
I don't know yet.
Dude, it's her dad!
You want to confess that we killed her father and stole his radio before they patch you up?
Yeah, okay, maybe we leave that part out. Better get ready. We'll be on them soon if we keep going.
Okay, everybody, just gonna make a brief pit stop at Bronto Gas. If you want to buy any more Twinkies or you need to go to the bathroom, now is the time. I don't want you guys complaining when we're back on the road. Actually, I'm including this part because there's something kind of funny happens that I wanted to show off. So, Ed is hurt, but Marcus is perfectly fine at this point. He's the picture of health, and I wanted to loot this fuel canister, so I was like, hey, maybe I'll just get rid of my petrol bombs. Just see what happens when I use them. So you'll notice Marcus clutching his side now. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Marcus. That is entirely my fault. It turns out that injured Marcus, but not in the way you might think. He doesn't have burns, and if I were to look in the menu, it would actually tell, like, injuries that people have. He has cracked ribs, of all things. Not like first-degree burns or anything, so I guess the Molotov cocktail, like, hit his ribs and just shattered it that way. I don't really know what happened, but he's actually going to be injured for quite a while because of that. Oops. Anyway, I only did all that just so I could get the cop car. That's the only reason I stopped by the gas station. It doesn't have a siren, unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, the siren would probably be a bad thing in the apocalypse. Cars, while they will never run out of gas, they do have durability as well. So you want to avoid crashing into zombies and just buildings and stuff. You can set up a garage to repair it at a certain point.
Lily, did you invite these strangers?
Good, you made it.
That one doesn't look so good.
Name's Ed. Pleased to meet you.
Come with me, son. We'll see to those.
God damn it! We got enough trouble without bringing in another freeloader to use up all our medicine.
Real nice, Alan. I offered them shelter. I'm letting them in. Us freeloaders have to stick together.
Girl's got the common sense God gave a tree stump. You're worse than your brother.
Come on, I'll give you the nickel tour.
He said that one doesn't look so good, but they both look just in very bad shape. Marcus, I'm sorry, talk to me, man. Marcus, please. Well, whatever. Marcus is giving us a silent treatment for lighting him on fire. What a prima donna.
I spend most of my time here, using the radio to coordinate everyone. Next up's the kitchen. Sam's our unofficial in-house chef, but, well, there's only so much anybody can do with canned soup and pork rinds. Seriously, though, rule number 1, all the food stays in here and it stays sealed. You wouldn't believe how fast rats get into things otherwise. We learned that one the hard way.
Well, my diet consists solely of Twinkies, so you won't have to worry about that.
Hope you don't mind sharing. We're pretty tight on space here. Alan's been saying we should move to someplace bigger, but my dad's a carpenter, and he says we could build like a dorm room or something to get more space.
How many people do you have here?
I think you've met just about everybody, except maybe my brother and my dad. They're out scouting for supplies, I think. I haven't heard from them in a while.
Like somebody took a weed whacker to my fucking neck.
We may have something here for the pain. I'm concerned about this fever. Could be a sign of infection. We'll need to get Dr. Hansen out here. I'll see if I can get him on the radio.
Thanks,
Do not forget to entertain strangers, for by so doing, some have unwittingly entertained angels.
How about that? I might be an angel.
Good one. Oh, Ed, you're serious. That's... no. No.
Look, I didn't want to say this in front of your friend, but fever is a bad sign, especially after a bite. Pastor Will's going to try and get Doc Hansen to come down and take a look at him, but if he doesn't get some antibiotics, he's probably not going to make it. If it comes to that, I promise Alan will take care of him. Bullet to the brain before he turns. It's for the best.
Jesus, Lily, he's not a rabid dog.
Don't you get it? More of us didn't make it than did. We can't be soft-hearted about this. Not anymore. We need medicine here anyway. You can't be sick. You understand? No one can be sick.
So that's it, huh? Nice to meet ya. Would you prefer to be shot in the face or kicked out on your asses?
No, it's... Okay, look. We're barely hanging on here as it is. Medicine was some of the first stuff to run out. We don't have any to spare for your friend. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
What if I find some more? Will that pay our rent?
Yeah, okay, sure. If you can find a place to get more medicine, I'll make sure your friend has a place to stay.
His name is Ed.
I know. If you need to resupply before you head out, check the locker.
Nobody minds if you're getting shit done and you need extra stuff. Just don't take shit you haven't earned.
Here.
Wait, what?
There's a cell tower behind the swine and bovine. From up there, you should be able to get a good look at the town. Maybe you'll spot some place to find medicine.
Thank you.
Just hurry, okay? I'm not sure how long I can rein Alan in.
Okay, so we have our first outpost. You'll actually be able to set up more bases and even upgrade your bases eventually. Won't be getting into that for a little while, probably. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the supply locker. We currently have 50 influence, which is indicated by the star symbol, and that just indicates what kind of stuff we can take out of the supply locker. Influence will drain over time and just deplete, so you have to keep adding to it by either adding stuff to the supply locker, or completing missions, or collecting big bags of loot and returning them to your bases. So it's important to try and keep your influence up.
Man, we are so completely fucked. I can't believe this is happening.
Can't say I'm surprised. We don't get some more food soon, we're gonna start having riots.
How'd you all end up at the church, anyways?
Geez, I don't know. At first it just seemed like the place to go, you know? End of the world and all that. Then we started hearing about how bad it was getting. Other people tried to go it alone and ended up... well, we just sort of stayed here after that.
Just the 6 of you?
No. There used to be 12 of us.
So just for the sake of continuity, I suppose, and just clearing up any confusion, I actually stopped the game at about this point, and I had to reload at the outpost, so you're just going to see me having to hoof it back here because I don't get my cop car with me again.
thinking about a lot of stuff lately, and
Hold up. Let's take care of this first.
so I've been thinking about a lot of stuff lately, and something occurred to me. We don't know squat.
You lost me.
I mean, when it comes to long-term survival. Like, I've got my dad's old notebooks, and I'm sure some people here have at least worked on a farm, but if we had reference material, we could do a whole lot more.
Yeah?
Well, since we don't have the internet anymore, I'm thinking we should start assembling a reference library. Books on gardening, electrical engineering, carpentry, anything we can get our hands on. We gotta start somewhere, right?
Well, no lights on, so I don't think anybody's home. Might as well just let ourselves in. But the restaurant owner's... he was inside. And he is pissed. So that resolves itself nicely. This is the normal searching animation. It's not terribly slow, but when you kind of have a lot to loot in one location, I don't know, sometimes you just got the urge to speed things up. So let's see if maybe we can't get some of that delicious big ol' cola. We actually have a couple rucksacks, which is pretty good. You can either
I'm loaded up.
take one of
See you
these
back
and
at
you'll put it
base.
on your back and you have to
See you soon.
transport it back to your base, or you can break it open to collect its individual contents for you specifically to use. You can also use your radio to call a survivor and have them take the stuff for you and bring it back.
I'll run this home.
Roger
But
that.
in order
We'll
to
be
do
waiting.
that, I think you need to be friends with the person. So that's not anything we can do at this point. Also, wearing the rucksack will drain stamina faster when you're engaged in combat or just running around. So I'm fighting these two zombies. If I didn't have the rucksack on, probably wouldn't have gotten as winded. But whew, I just need a breather. I need just chow down on that Twinkie because I am pooped. So yeah,
Good side
you
note
really
there.
want to
I need a
take off the
breather.
bag if you're planning on fighting a big group of zombies and you can't like get away very easily. Which I don't think I do in this part. I'm pretty sure I get in a big fight and I kind of stupidly leave it on. So, don't do that. I mean, I guess if you have snacks, it's not that big of a deal because you can just give your stamina a quick boost again.
Made it. Gonna look around now.
Anyway, let's survey
Gotcha.
the area around the church. See what we can't find.
God damn, that's a lot of them.
Oh good, a zombie horde.
Those might be survivors.
Zombie hordes. I already encountered a couple of them with my car, but they are very dangerous,
That's a lot of zombies.
and you want to avoid them if possible if you're on foot, because
God
when
damn,
they
that's a lot.
see you, they will run at you.
God damn, that's a lot of them.
They will book it straight for you. So if you're not in a car and you're just by yourself, you will probably get overrun and killed if you're not careful. Like if I was on foot and I had pissed off those two hordes, I would have been killed. I don't doubt that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's that? Looks like a vet's office or something.
Oh yeah, Dr. Gilroy's clinic. What about it?
Well, antibiotics for dogs aren't any different than antibiotics for people. And it looks like no one's broken in.
That's a good idea. Okay, sounds like it's worth checking out. Hang on, I've got a transmission coming in, I think.
You folks got any room at the inn?
You might want to go check it out. I'm sending Alan and Sam to meet you at the clinic.
Alan. Gee, thanks.
It was that, or let him stay here and keep grumbling about kicking you and Ed out.
Point.
have a little bit of trouble getting down this ladder, so you'll have to forgive me. Nope. Okay. And third time's the charm. So there are a bunch of possibly interesting places to check out. There is the vet clinic, of course. There was also that enclave of people. And there's a gun shop. So let's maybe just check out the gun shop, and while we're there, let's speed up our search process and piss off a lot of zombies.
That's gonna bring trouble.
As I mentioned in the previous video, when you speed up the search process, sometimes you'll get a very loud alert. And it's very dangerous when that happens. Doesn't really look so bad at the moment, just a couple zombies who are a little miffed about all the noise. But what are you gonna do? You can't please everybody. Oh god, this is horrible.
I could use some food.
So yeah, having a loud alert will basically aggro all the zombies in the immediate vicinity. I really should have taken off my rucksack here, but I just didn't think of it in the heat of the moment. And honestly, I think if you do ever encounter one of these loud alerts, the best thing to do is probably just to get out as quickly as you can. I didn't have a vehicle to drive away in, unfortunately. I probably should have just abandoned my rucksack and came back for it. Okay, there we go.
That's it,
And
I'm
I
out.
missed. So yeah, I went to the gun shop to scavenge for supplies, and I ended up wasting a hell of a lot more than I would have normally if I had just been a little more quiet. And just wanted to show off that handsome devil there.
Confirmed.
Do me a favor and don't come driving up like a dumbass.
What Alan's trying to say is cars make noise. Zeds like noise. Plus, they don't exactly go on trees, and we only got so much fuel to keep them running. So we gotta be careful about when we use them.
Alan and Sam don't want cars, huh? Gonna call me a dumbass, is that it? Alright.
What did I say? No cars. About time you showed up. Let's get this show on the road. You're the newbie, so you get a bust in the window.
The door will make less noise. Or, hey, you could do it like a total fucking idiot. Up to you.
Just get us inside.
Take this. Gonna need it soon.
So Sam tries to give me a suppressor, but I didn't have room in my inventory for it, and I didn't get it. So, fine, whatever. Let's just look at this painting of a beautiful dog. And an Abraham Lincoln quote. I wanted to shoot him in between the eyes, but again, no suppressor. So, had to waylay that plan.
All right, hop to it. Let's get this done and get the hell out. Try to keep the zombies outside, huh?
And who the hell put you in charge?
How about years of experience on the beat, huh? How's that grab you?
I didn't realize the Department of Fish and Wildlife counted as a beat.
Laugh if you want. I'm still the only law enforcement.
Yeah, and if we gotta deal with it, now it's Friday. The first gotta deal with it.
What's wrong?
Hole in the fucking rucksack.
So tape it shut and keep loading.
So you can barricade windows which will buy you a little bit of time when zombies are trying to break into a house or something. I could have done this earlier, but there really wasn't any point in doing so. They'll eventually break down the barricades. And there's no way to barricade a door, unfortunately. That's what I was just trying here, and, crazy door hijinks. So they'll eventually break down the door as well, but you can close it after a while. And what, do we live in a barn? I mean, come on, guys.
Zombies on our 6.
Just leaving the door open.
Let's ditch this bitch and go home.
Let's hoof it, people. Stay low and stay quiet. Bad enough we gotta make this charity run. Let's not waste all our damn animal food. No cars.
Hey, dipshit. We're trying to be sneaky here.
Might as well just ring the dinner bell.
You have no idea how tempted I am to honk the horn right now.
That's better.
Come on, let's do this.
Okay, now try to listen this time. We go forward on foot.
Honestly, getting in the car wouldn't be that bad, and it wouldn't even attract that much attention. But fine, let's sneak by this horde on foot, Alan. That's a great idea. Also, pro tip when trying to survive a zombie apocalypse, turn off your flashlight.
Zombies to the left. Try to keep out of their line of sight. Zeds will come check out just about anything louder than a solid smack on the head. And the right side. If they can't see you, they can't eat you.
No cars.
I know, Alan. I'd rather not have to fight a horde on foot. Thank you very much.
Might as well just ring the dinner bell.
Fighting a horde with 2 other survivors
Come on.
with you wouldn't be that difficult, actually. But better safe than sorry. They're so condescending, too. It's the worst. That zombie got mad ups. That was pretty great. I really want to get into this sexy chicken lady door, but that's employees only, of course. Where do I sign up?
Shit rucksacks coming apart at the seams. At this rate, I'm gonna lose half this shit before we get home.
I'll go find us a ride.
No, goddammit! Cars are too dangerous. Just leave it.
Kiss my ass, Alan. Lily needs these meds.
Fuck you.
Get your ass back here, Alan! Alan! God damn it! Come on, let's find a ride.
You know, for Alan's insistence that cars are bad, it's really not that difficult to drive one without alerting hordes and stuff. Like, in future videos, you'll see me have to kind of quietly drive by a bunch of hordes without alerting them, and it's pretty easy to do, actually. Anyway, let's almost hit Sam, but not quite. I think that roll was a little unnecessary. Let's not be super melodramatic here.
So, Alan, huh?
Yes. He's a shithead, but look on the bright side. He's only about half as stupid as he looks. Plus, he's not half bad in a fight. Thanks for the ride. We'll take it from here. Better get ready. We'll be on them soon if we keep going this way. We got your cyclophosphamide, Lily. I didn't see any of that meth or whatever.
Hey, you said we were getting antibiotics for Ed.
Relax. We got those too.
What the hell is going on here?
Okay, look. I've got this condition, lupus. It's chronic, no cure. Without medication, your friend needs antibiotics. I need medicine, so I kinda sent you to a place you might find both.
So, you used me.
I didn't.
Just let me know when you find the doc.
in the upper left, under home
There you
status, it
Don't say I never gave you
tells
anything.
us how much food, medicine, ammo,
you know,
building materials,
stuff.
and fuel our base has. So dropping off this rucksack had our food supply jump from 18 to 26. These supplies will dwindle over time, but things like food and medicine will go faster than fuel, for instance. As you upgrade your base, there are going to be additional ways to add to these supplies, but dropping off rucksacks is a pretty good way to do it as well.